Many street vendors have decided to stay home, not able to sell their food to earn a living. They fear they may encounter immigration agents while on the job.
One group in the Inland Empire is helping to change that. NBC4's Christian Cazares live for us right now in Rialto with the story you will see for the first time only on 4. Christian.
That's right, guys. So for anyone out there that thinks they can't make a difference, listen to this story, because truly everyone can make a big difference, right? But in this case, it's 3 people. They say that they were touched by the neighborhood street vendors after they were talking to them about some of their hardships because of what they say was from the immigration operation. So they decided to do what anybody would do, and they say they were standing by the stand. This delicious fruit layout at a company event no doubt had everyone smiling. But the work behind the scenes of this event was a little different thanks to Sarah Stilo and her small group of friends.
Thinking about the best way that we could help our community.
It all started a few weeks ago when she was grabbing a bite to eat from her neighborhood street vendor in San Bernardino.
They're sharing with me their fear of what's going on right now, and then within the following week, they had posted about how they weren't going to be selling for a while.
A familiar sight playing out across the Inland Empire. They say the low attendance at food market, swap meets, and empty neighborhood corners by beloved food vendors are due to the ongoing immigration operations like this one in Riverside.
I've heard a lot about how vendors a lot of them are like disabled and unable to work like other types of jobs, and this is like the job that they can do.
Stilo and her few friends creating Stand by the Stand, a grassroots fundraiser to help street vendors in need with some cash.
And since starting the fundraiser, we've been able to assist 7 separate vendors with $500 stipends.
In Rialto, we found Yenny and her son doing what they do best, cooking birria and other Mexican food to make ends meet.
La necesidad hace uno.
We need to provide for our family, and that's what keeps us going. And a few feet away was Lucy Perez and her family struggling to make a buck at the city's farmers market. She says sales have dropped almost 50% in the last few weeks because they say immigrant families are too scared to go out in public.
As to the ones that are in those situations where that's the only thing that you're thinking, what am I going to do?
But Stilo and her group are hoping to help by offering some relief one vendor at a time for as long as they can.
As long as we're needed, as long as people need us, as long as we're still having people inquire with us.
And Stilo says people are coming together. They're donating to the GoFundMe account, which was set up to help street vendors pay for things like rent, food, and other things like utilities. And also just something this afternoon that we've learned, the 2 vendors that we heard from today, we're told that they are also getting part of that assistance. So keep it right here. The news at 6 is coming up.